It's 1943, and amidst the chaos of war, a young soldier named David is captured. Exhausted, starved, and broken, he's held in a makeshift prison camp behind enemy lines. Night after night, he dreams of home, haunted by memories of his family. His captors, too, are worn down by years of conflict. One of them is a soldier named Klaus. They come from different worlds, trained to see each other as enemies. But one cold winter night, Klaus notices David shivering in the corner, on the verge of collapse. Against orders, he approaches him with a blanket and some bread, risking punishment. They don't speak the same language, but in that moment, empathy transcends the divide. Klaus doesn't see an enemy. He sees a fellow human, broken by the same war. And for the first time in weeks, David smiles, not out of joy, but out of the simple relief of being understood, of being treated as a person, not a prisoner. Empathy isn't just about feeling for others. It's a powerful tool that has reshaped societies, even in moments of conflict. Empathy is the reason we form communities. Think about it. Without the ability to understand and share each other's feelings, there's no foundation for cooperation. For thousands of years, it's been empathy that allowed humans to build villages, towns, and eventually nations. Speaking of support and care, just like how empathy helps us bridge the gap between one another, maintaining our health bridges the gap between struggle and strength. If you're constantly tired, stressed, or feeling run down, your body could be asking for help. That's why WWII powder was created. A blend of nature's most potent ingredients, including bee bread, royal jelly, and propolis. It's designed to boost your energy, improve focus, and strengthen your immune system, helping you feel better every day. Whether you're juggling a demanding job or just trying to keep up with daily life, WWII powder gives your body the support it needs. You can get your WWII powder with free shipping from the link in description. Back to empathy. Empathy isn't just a force for good. In fact, some research suggests that empathy can be weaponized, manipulated by those in power. Think about political propaganda or war strategies where empathy is used to divide rather than unite. Empathy has been present in some of the darkest times in history. During both world wars, acts of empathy between enemies were more common than we'd like to believe. Soldiers from opposing sides would sometimes call temporary ceasefires to share food or help the wounded. In moments like these, empathy blurred the lines between us and them. It's what makes peace possible after war because, ultimately, peace comes when both sides can see each other as human again. Look at global affairs today. Empathy, or the lack of it, is shaping the refugee crisis, climate change discussions, and international diplomacy. Empathy drives movements, from grassroots activism to global cooperation. In fact, some of the most powerful global negotiations, such as the Paris Climate Agreement, are rooted in empathy for future generations. Why is empathy essential for our survival? Without empathy, we're more likely to see each other as competitors or even enemies. But with it, we collaborate, innovate, and thrive. Our ability to survive isn't just based on our physical strength or intelligence. It's deeply rooted in our capacity for empathy. In times of crisis, whether it's a global pandemic or a natural disaster, empathy is what ensures we protect not just ourselves, but the most vulnerable among us. Empathy isn't just a nice-to-have trait. It's the glue that holds humanity together. Without it, we fall apart. The story of the prisoner of war, it's not just a random anecdote. It was the start of an unlikely friendship that ultimately helped negotiate peace in their region. So, why can't we survive without empathy? Because it's simply what keeps us human.